Alright, y'all, so look, this has been all up my timeline. This has been everywhere. Everybody been talking about this, and about 3 or 4 people have already shared this with me. So we gonna go ahead and look at this video. Cause I ain't really looked at it like that. So we about to go ahead and look at this video and see what this thing is about, man. You know, McDonald's baby dad.
Look, y'all. Every fucking day, my baby daddy come here with one fucking meal for my child. But I have 3 other kids. We have one kid together, but he only want to come and bring one thing to McDonald's. But what about my other kids? How come you can't feed my other kids McDonald's though? Like that's bogus as hell. Like you're not finna sit here and make my other kids feel left out, and you're only bringing one child something to eat. Look, there he go, and I bet you he only got one thing in there. I bet you he don't even. I'm finna expose the out of him so people can see how he really is. It ain't more than enough food in that bag for everybody. What's up? Because I'm finna expose you. What? Because that don't look enough for all my kids. That don't look enough for all my kids. What is that? That's just one burger? One burger, one fry?
What he like? What do you mean?
Okay, what about my other kids?
What about your other kids?
Okay, but them your kids' siblings though.
What are you talking about? What are you mad
Them
about?
my kids, them your kids' siblings though.
So what you?
So my other kids finna be left out.
You didn't feed them?
You know I don't give my food stamps to the 7.
Lisa, how is that my problem?
But if you're trying to help out though, you're not helping out.
I'm not trying to help him. I'm trying to help my son.
But how are you helping your son when you're only getting food for just him and not the other kids, his siblings?
Lisa,
them are his siblings
Lisa,
though.
He
not finna eat in front of all his other siblings, and they're not eating on McDonald's. Why do I gotta put?
Bring him out to the car. I'll let him
No. He's not finna eat that shit at all if you can't bring enough for everybody.
Lisa, so you telling me that I gotta bring? So when I bring my son food, I gotta bring your kids food too now?
Yes.
You sound dumb.
How is that shit dumb? You sound dumb. You sound dumb.
Where are they daddies at? Nobody told you to talk to them other. You had them other kids. Them your responsibility. They're not my responsibility.
Okay, but if you're gonna bring one, you need to bring it for all. How do that shit look that I'm letting one child eat McDonald's and all the rest of the kids can't eat no fucking McDonald's?
So
you know I get food stamps on the 11th.
That ain't 3 kids that ain't mine. 3 kids that ain't mine. What
Yeah,
do I look like?
they're his siblings. You knew what you was getting into when you had a baby with me.
No, the I did.
Yes, you did.
You expect me to take care of all the kids? They're not my kids.
Okay, but you still had a baby with me who have kids with other people. I still have other kids.
Why are you recording me?
Because I'm exposing you. Everybody think you such a motherfucking good daddy.
I am a good daddy.
No, you're not. No, you're not. You're full of shit in this bullshit. You only come here with one piece of food for one child.
The child that's mine, silly.
No, that's dumb that you can't feed the other kids. Don't feed nobody at all then. He can't take that shit. He can't eat it.
Maybe if you had 1 or 2, I can maybe. You got it's 3 extra kids. What the f? I like going to my motherfucking account, spending money on all those kids. Them not my kids.
Them are your kids' siblings though. Dumb.
So that's what you gonna go with? That's the one you gonna
Those are your fucking kids' siblings.
They're my so that means
yeah.
I take care of them.
So don't. No, I didn't say you have to take care of them. You can bring them something to eat if you bring one something to eat.
I bring them food every other day. What do you mean?
Exactly, but you don't never bring food for the other ones. You know I get my food stamps on the 11th.
Your babies.
Okay, but I'm saying we share the same kid as well.
Absolutely. So if you want to, if you feel the way about eating, take him in the room and let him.
I'm not taking my kid in the room.
Him down to the car. He ain't got to eat in front of his brothers and sisters. He can come right out to the car and eat with me.
No. You know what? Fine. Give it here.
Thank you.
Give it here.
Bro.
Give it here.
Kids,
give it here.
You sound stupid.
Dumb. He ain't eating this. You.
Why would you just do that?
Because you ain't bringing up for all the other kids. You stupid. Selfish as a like you're dumb as hell. You're dumb as hell. He not finna eat that shit. Dumb.
Take care of him anyway.
Dumb. He not finna do that. If you can't do it for all, don't do it for none of them. Bye, stupid. Thought I was finna take that shit today. Yeah, I had another thing for him today. No, he can't take it today.
Man. Alright, so let me tell you what I would have done in that situation. I wouldn't even argue. If I was old boy, I wouldn't even argue with that because, you know what I'm saying, you already off your rocker. You already on some other shit. I pull up and you got a camera in my face talking about you about to expose me for what? for helping my child. Granted, I understand that you got other children, but they are not my children. They are not my children. I also understand her part though, when she said that, you know what I'm saying, he was in that situation before, so he already knew what he was getting into once he got her pregnant. But at the same time, whose decision was it to open them legs? Now, I'm gonna mention something, you know what I'm saying, especially with this road weight situation I just got finished talking about. And I'm gonna mention something with child support. Because all the time they give the woman the main decision to make. All the time they exclude the man in any type of situation that goes on between the woman and the child. That is his. So, with me saying that, this is what I'm really trying to say. If we in a sexual situation, and you know, it comes down to where we about to potentially do something, you can stop the situation, women. There's laws protecting y'all from a lot of stuff that goes on in the bedroom. To where if you say stop, most men don't have a choice but to stop. All men really have that choice to stop. But, you know what I'm saying, of course, you got the ones out here who are irrational and go into, you know, other forms of getting into your drawers. But for the most part, most men will listen to your request and stop or won't proceed at all. So now with that being said, let me go back to my first point. Who decided you gonna open your legs? At the same time, where was any type of contraceptive? Because I'm pretty sure, you know what I'm saying, the woman would have had some contraceptives or the man would have had some contraceptive. But in that decision, at that particular point, they decided not to wear any, which birthed this child, which speeds it up to nowadays where you talking about that man need to feed his child and your children. Now, what made me want to do this video, because I watched another video that was posted from her TikTok, and I'm going to post that video too, where she says that the man knew what he was getting into. The man took upon the situation before she even got pregnant, and that he was also buying stuff for the kids before she got pregnant with the child that they got now, the youngest child. Okay, that's all well and good when a man is trying to get in your drawers. That's all well and good when a man is trying to show you that he can be something for you. But what we're not talking about is what ended the relationship in the first place. Now, it could be a few variables that ended the relationship. You know what I'm saying? The man may have started getting stingy. He may have started pulling back on helping out the kids and things of that nature. Or it could have been a woman too. The woman, what she sounds like, is a big mouth woman. Running her mouth about what she didn't like pertaining to that man. And I guarantee you it was more on the lines of money, because if you talking about getting food for all your kids right now and you talking about your food stamps don't come until the 11th, yeah, your mind is targeted on money. But anyway, y'all watch this video, man, and tell me what y'all think about what she said.
So the whole world is basically bashing me right now because I'm the baby mama who was upset at her baby daddy because he only decided to give his child McDonald's and not the rest of my other 3 kids. I have 4 kids. You knew the situation when you dated me. Our child is the youngest child. So keep that in mind before y'all make me the villain. That means all my other kids knew him. He was buying the McDonald's when we were together. My kids have to go through a transition of our breakup as well. Like, yeah, me and you broke up, but my kids got to feel it too. So now my kids have to see only one of their siblings get McDonald's. and not the rest of them. And they know it's coming from you because, of course, like me and you used to be together. They used to see you. You used to do it for them. But now you don't want to do that for them anymore. Like, to me, that's petty. That's petty. Like, it's not fair. Like, you're not finna give one child McDonald's and not all the other kids McDonald's. Like, I'm not going. And then on top of that, you mean to tell me you can dib and dab and want to do it sometimes, but yet you can't feed all my other kids McDonald's, though? That's what you mean to tell me? Like, I'm not going for that. I'm going to stand on what I said, and I don't care what everybody else have to say about it. Y'all could judge me. Oh, well, I could be the villain, but I said what I said. Like, if you can't bring everybody McDonald's, then can't nobody have McDonald's then. Period.
So now, based on what she was saying, if she feel like that man is supposed to be responsible for those kids because he is the baby daddy of that one child, no. Where the other niggas at? Where the other one that's supposed to be bringing food over there? Call one of them other ones and tell them to come through. But you know what? Them other ones ain't coming through because they know they got to deal with this. They know they got to deal with this chat. They know they got to deal with the bullshit. They know that they might be put in the same position as old boy talking about, oh, well, you got to pay for the rest of my children. Look, it's hard times out here, sweetheart. Niggas need gas. Niggas need a place to stay. Niggas need a car to get back and forth to work. So that is not happening. You better wait until you get them damn food stamps on the 11th, and you better ration that money out enough for all 4 of your kids. Because if any of the men decide that they don't want to do it no more, they ain't got to. Because the courts put everything on you. And that's what you don't see and what you don't remember. Now, child support, that's a small fraction to what you got to do as a woman. Small fraction to what you got to do as a woman. All the rest of the other men know I ain't got to do nothing but pull away and just let that thing spiral on its own until she get her mind right and she also realizes that these kids have daddies. And whatever I do for my child is what I'm going to do for my child. If you got all the other baby daddies, they need to step the hell up too. But anyway, my opinion is I ain't doing it. I ain't going for it. You know what I'm saying? If it's somebody else's child, hey, make that nigga step up. I ain't going for it. I'm not taking care of other kids. It's not mine if I don't have to. That's the key to that. If I don't have to, I'm not going to. If all them other niggas living, if all them other niggas ain't locked up or nothing like that, if I don't have to, I'm not going to.